So, I don't know. 50% death's door resist. But for a lot of health. It makes the heals better too, is the thing. Like, if you heal a percentage, which a lot of the heals in this game are, then you can heal more. Gander! It's the Gander dog! Hello, Gander. Well, we should definitely blight you, Gander. I don't know if we want to pull him, though. We should pull him, because the oh, he didn't get pulled. I was gonna say the leper is gonna kill him. The leper did not kill him. We can still kill this guy. Wonder if we'll see a Houndmaster. There are a lot of dogs in the game, aren't there? Can't get rid of their dodge tokens as easily anymore. I can hit you, but that's a waste of the combo. So we probably just defend. I know we're leaving our occultist out there, but he can heal himself.
Steady yourself.
Jaws of the Battalion. Lots of block tokens, big bleed. That's annoying. Stun. Stun and combo. Can't heal yet. Should definitely have been using anti-venom, of course. There we go. This dog might be worse at the front. It's okay, we'll use anti-venom. But you still do the same damn thing.
Cooperation is the key.
I think that's a bolster. Just get the stress down.
A brilliant
Crit for 18. Didn't think about it, but it makes sense that the named unit will have resists to Death's Door. 2, 11. That's a heal. He's gonna heal on his turn. You're fine. No, weird reconstruction. A heal for 4. Oh no. I forgot how wild those heals can be. Is this a heal? Not yet. That, however, is a guaranteed crit. We'll take that. So at this point, I think we start thinking about the second wave here. We're gonna do some buffs for a turn. Did you miss? You still got rid of the corpse, but you missed. I didn't know that could miss. I guess she's gonna heal next turn as well. You can heal. You should be able to use this now. A little bit of blight, not that much. Crit heal for 26. He's gonna heal himself again. I think we're just gonna have the leper kill the spider though. Kill for 10. Because otherwise, who's gonna kill the spider, you know? I guess you could withstand and then we'll kill the spider next turn. Let's get all of our buffs out there. You know what? You could kill him now. That's way better.
And methodical appliance of harm.
Look at that, more spiders. Who would have thought? Okay, this ignores dodge. This should be a kill. Soon they shall tremble before you. And you're taunted and blocked. You're blocked. Probably retribution. You've got plenty of block tokens. Why don't you both do some damage and take some hits? We're dodged and vulnerable. Maybe we should equip that trinket, because I'm starting to realize that my dude's
A master stroke.
heals are not all that they're cracked up to be. Ignores dodge when stealth. Oh my god. For once I've actually used that facet of that skill. It's incredible. That's annoying. His resist is pretty high.
Fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
He's gonna have to heal soon. You kill. You might as well just chop.
An opportunity squandered.
You've got pretty good stun resistances, although that did a lot of negatives, and then you moved first. Gave us a lot of vulnerability and then immediately took advantage of it. I like it. 3 to 6, good chance of just killing.
Lesson taught.
We're a little
is a lesson
worse for
learned.
wear here. It's really just the blight. I know I have blight resist gear, but I'm gonna save that for the very end because I know what's coming up. No reason to get rid of the corpse. We don't have to. Spider's dead. One final action. There we go. I wonder what else that dog did. It only did its attack twice and then died.
Cut down these nightmares and
Combat
blaze
and
the
in
trail
items.
to your redemption.
I think that's the best one.
The loathing abates.
Abates. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Close the map, please. I really like being immobile
The landowners and peasants alike
because it's
descended into an
so
orgy of
helpful in so
consumption.
many situations, especially when you have a party that is not like a 10 out of 10 of being repositioned, you know? Having that trinket equipped, pretty nice. It's another fight.
A soul
I mean,
so twisted
combat's
by
good.
despair.
It should be easier than the creature den too, because not everything here is going to have infinite dodge. I forget what this guy does. The Lord.
Observe
Fleshy
the
backhand,
subject
baneful
carefully,
breath, tongue
and
lashing.
You will discover its
I
weaknesses.
what I really don't want is I don't want to get hit by a disease. Let's also use these crow's feet. I'm not doing anything else with them.
Victory supposes strategy. Press on.
Everyone else is gonna focus on the dog. Leper's gonna focus on the lady. Feeding time. Regen? Buff? That's a free action? You get to eat for free and then immediately crit me, huh? A little rude. But it is dead now. What a jolly lord this guy is. He is very jolly. I don't like the way his belly kind of ripples, though. Let's debuff you. I love hitting him, though, when he almost goes off balance. That's pretty fun. By the way. 2 down. Corpulent enables a powerful skill. I'd rather not. Let's try to hex you.
A breakthrough.
Vulnerable can only stack to 2. I forgot about that, actually, because I was hoping we could just stack an additional 2, but that's not how it works. I'm just gonna use this
Any being,
so I can get rid of it.
however horrid, can be brought to heel.
And equip something else later. I think I'm also gonna have you eat a corpse. I want the I don't want to use the vulnerability with throwing. I want to get the heal and then the high damage from the leper using vulnerability. Almost got him down to death's door. He's on death's door now. Crit for 11. Glad we debuffed him. We're not going to have an opportunity to heal. We'll just go for the kill. That went fine.
Unrelenting application of violence.
A little stressed, but that's okay.
Morbid gains.
Burn resist. What does the eye do? Because we have the burn resist one and we have the bleed resist one, but I don't know what the eye does. I'll be honest, the eye only did 1 attack the last time I fought it, so. Light resist, blind, and heal. I'd also like to point out that I have made, over the course of the run, 1 explosive item as far as I can tell. The probability of getting those is a little low if you ask me. We'll definitely go Hero Shrine though.
A simple choice. At least it should be.
I just crits for 50, yeah, of course. It's another antiquarian.
Once she had a sliver of decency. Now only greed.
I guess she's the elite enemy of this area. Tossing out big buffs. Like a loser! Ignores guard. Ignores dodge when stealthed. I would still rather just do a poison dart, even though we're stealthed. This run's pretty good. Oh, maybe we should have given ourselves some resists there. The run is pretty good. I can't deny that the run is pretty solid right now. Unfortunately, we kind of do need to do heals and stuff. Heal for 6. We should equip the trinket that gives him the power tokens, because if we get crit heals over the course of a fight, that's going to be worth a lot. It's going to be worth way more than what we're getting. We're also not really doing that much damage, but that's okay. We'll get there. Because we're guarded, I'm going for the attack.
Let us hope to finish
Got
this
blinded
quickly.
again. I don't really care that you keep buffing that guy. Resisted the blindness and the stun. Very nice. I thought we were supposed to... You're dead. I thought we were supposed to heal whenever we inflicted blight. No, we on crit we heal. That's what it is. I guess you could heal him. Wouldn't you rather, like, purge the corpses, pull units forward, apply debuffs? He can heal himself and reduce his stress, I think. I think we have time. There's the combo. You have nothing to spend on baubles at the inn. If there are suitable wagon upgrades, swap it in. Should we do that? I mean, we should, yeah. As long as we're under 50, because if we're under 50, then we can, we should heal. If we're under 50, then we can use that one trinket that gives us better crit chance, which on the Grave Robber means she can heal herself and apply more blight, so I really gotta think about it. Although she's never gonna use it because she needs both of those current trinkets that she has equipped. It's like a combo set. Not literally, but kind of is. Kind of acts like one, I should say.
Well done.
There you go. We got a crit and a little heal. Been blinded? We've blinded me with flash powder. Dude, the heals are pretty terrible. I mean, you got blocks, so it's tempting to just keep the damage coming. All right, it's just her remaining. Vulnerability Hex goes around dodge. And should remove both of those dodges.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other. Mistimed, misdirected.
Look, I know we're blind. You gotta figure, why not? And she vaporized. I don't know why she vaporizes. Is she an illusion? Is everything an illusion? Is life an illusion? If baubles greater than 25, remove one negative token. Turn start. Baubles greater than 25, remove a negative token. I don't think the eye thing is not a negative token, right? So that's not going to do anything, I don't think. The eye marks. Yeah, there's no percentages. It's just turn start. But who's getting the most negative tokens right now? Man-at-Arms? Really, it's just debuff resist. That's what I want.
Put it to good use.
Too late for the Flapjack Maker. Corrupting Cleaver, though, for even more blight piercing, I do really like. Let me look. So the question is right now. Ooh, steak and spuds. Debuff resist. The question is right now, would we rather have, where is it? There it is. No, where is it? There it is. Would we rather have 50% blight resist, or do you think the boss is only going to be 30% resist? Because the crits might be worth more, since the crits also have innate piercing, you know? We only need to apply blight once, and then we have a better crit chance, and then like little trickle heals we can throw in there too. And if we ever crit, we get more damage than we would have gotten by getting one land. No, that's incorrect. We'd have to crit twice to get more damage than... I don't think we need the Corrupting Cleaver. I think we got what we wanted already. Who do you not want to have tokens? Leper for the Blind? Here's the thing about the Leper. He's got 73% debuff resist, right? I guess we could get rid of this now. Yeah? Oh, you gotta have this. Convert that vulnerability. On a long fight, that's really handy. You might burn, though. I don't really want to go down to 33% death's door resistance, which is what's going to happen, but you got to admit that being able to convert vulnerability to power and then have better heals is quite nice. It's going to take a while to get, but when we get it, we'll be very happy. It's a crit. Guaranteed crit heal. Crit heals, though, don't guarantee the high roll on the target heal. They just multiply whatever the value is by 150%. I think. 96 burn resist is pretty good, but we have to get rid of a bunch of stuff. What are we gonna get rid of? What? She's gonna be equipped with these. I'm gonna get rid of the corrupting cleaver. I'm gonna get rid of reverberating redoubt. Free actions is gonna be very nice. Do we need the sweater? What would we rather have on you? I have 167 baubles, by the way. That's how it worked in DD1. That's how I assume it works here. I've gotten low-value crits out of the Occultist before. I've also gotten high-value crits out of the Occultist before. I could also give him like 150 health, because if we equip the other trophy, 50% health, my dude is gonna have like 150 HP. Isn't that what we want for the eye fight? Like, isn't this ideal? I feel like that's ideal, so we can just make him tank everything. The Retribution is not going to do any damage, but he's really there for tanking anyways. We can have the Leper do the damage, that's no problem. He also has lower damage when he's blind, but you know, we can just have the Leper walk into the fight with the Linen, so if he ever gets blinded, he can just purge it. And if the boss is ever comboed, we don't need to do that. So I think we're fine. I'm gonna dump the bleed and burn resist trinkets, I think. I'm gonna dump the Goading Gargoyle as well. I'm gonna dump the speed head. I'm gonna dump Celebrated Chalice. I'm gonna dump the Dark Impulse. He could survive 3 crits. Think of the possibilities. Well, the Man-at-Arms is also going to have high value block tokens, but his heals are gonna get worse over the course of the fight, so him having a lot of health probably matters a lot. We're gonna do Fire, Bleed. I'm gonna get rid of those. Now, combat items. You can equip the smoke bomb. You know, equip the bandage. All right, where are we going? Probably a hero shrine. No one liked that. That's okay. Ideal. Oh. Relationships are going to be fine. I hope that thanks to the party pig, on the next inn, we can actually start getting more of these positive relationships going around. Do the occultist for token usage. I kind of like the heal, honestly. I don't think we need to give him something to do with the tokens. Kind of like the idea of giving the Man-at-Arms another one, because if the Man-at-Arms can do something other than riposte, that might be appropriate, but you know what? Let's spread it out.
Chapter 3. Some parts must die.
I also think we're about to get a story, because we didn't have one, like a story event, because we didn't have one on the first 2 beats. I think everyone has 2.
Terrible though it was, he would pay the price for power.
I will slay these vestigial virtues. Slay your virtues. Repress, forget, ignore, deny. Repress, we get 3 actions per turn. Steal all positive tokens. Forget, apply negative tokens. Ignore, requires target have positive tokens and requires target be healthy. Remove positive tokens, heal. Deny, requires negative tokens, remove all negative tokens. And remove all negative tokens. This is a weird one, but we don't need repress initially because nothing has a positive token. We'll use forget then. But I want to see what you do, so I'm going to hit you first. Because if I can kill you, that'd be lovely. Appeal to selflessness. Buff. Debuff resist. I have no use for you. Damage 1-to-1, remove negative tokens. Now we want to, could kill. This steals all positive tokens and just does damage. So I'm pretty sure I can kill you. Yeah, you're dead next turn. Appeal to compassion. Crit and strength. We'll purge these vestigial emotions. I think we can deal with you next turn. I just want to murder this guy. Steal positive, remove negative. Nah, just kill him. Appeal to reason. Vulnerability. I have 45 HP. I don't know how much damage they do, but I do want to steal positive tokens. So now we crit and damage. Appeal to conscience. 5 damage. Doesn't seem like a particularly hard one. Guaranteed 11 damage. So the one like tricky part of this is that if something goes down to 1 HP, you can't kill it. Because targets have to have HP. Maybe they can heal themselves, but you have to make sure that you are able to wipe something. 2 HP I don't think will do it. It's got to, no, 1 or 2 HP will mean that you can't get rid of it. So if I do 11 damage to this virtue, I'm screwed. We gotta kill this one instead. I can heal self, but I can't heal ally. So we're going to steal the crit. Oh, purge. I have no use for you. Never mind. Apparently you can still do it as long as there's only 1 unit left alive. Haha! I have no virtues. Hey Chris, welcome. How you doing?
The emptiness in him
Malediction.
called out across boundless gulfs of unknown space. For nature abhors a vacuum.
What? Oh, it applies debuffs when the target's damaged for 3 turns. How many actions does the eye have? It's an interesting one. So every time someone attacks that the eye, it'll bleed, burn, or blight. Let's see how it upgrades. Lower resistances as well. You can't use this until you have the power tokens, but we could probably get rid of like a Demon's Pull for it or an Abyssal Artillery in theory. Police Pool says it wasn't the one I thought it would be. Maybe it is somewhat random which one you get. I don't know, but doesn't seem particularly important. Let's equip what we just picked up. Pick up these. And then we don't need the bread. We also don't need the flapjack maker. I'm sorry. Chris, close your ears. I threw away the flapjack machine. What will pull do during the boss fight? Apply a combo token. That's pretty much it. So I don't think it's going to be particularly important. But pancakes! 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 You monster. Pear? Don't need it. In items? Don't really need it. Food? Don't really need it. I can afford to pay for repairs. 2 in items. It's gonna fill up my inventory. And we have enough in items, I think. So I'm gonna go for the repair. In items are really good depending on what you get. But if we get like another pig or food, I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna go for the repair. Now we start with block tokens. And now I can dump this again. Probably blind for the upcoming enemy. More smoke bombs. Hold on, getting too many things. I can dump those medicinal herbs. I have to sneeze. All right. In theory, we know that this is gonna suck. But if we pull, we should be able to murder this thing before the boss buffs up. Oh, you know what? I did something wrong. Also, I hate that you got 2 actions. Rapturous Beauty, whatever. Horror kind of sucks. What I did wrong is we should have upgraded Stand Fast so that we could remove the combo so that this guy can't get his buff. That's okay. Let's debuff you. It worked! We'll pull you. What the heck? This guy, he kind of blows. We gotta be careful with him.
Bravo!
Exemplar gets another action. Prelude. So we probably want to guard on this so that he doesn't hit combo. We are blinded, so I think we need to purge that and then murder this thing. Why are you immobilized? It added a negative token, and immobilize it counts as a negative token. That's cool. All right, now you're dead. You, guard. Like it is design. He is a headless corpse on top of a horrible monstrosity. His head is aflame.
Trammeled, trapped, held captive by fear.
I don't think we need this. Well, like who would we equip it on? Probably the Man-at-Arms. Good point.
Cooperation is the key.
You're dead. You're taunted. Oh, right. Because of the whole obsession. 141 HP.
slow suffering begins.
It kind of looks like he fires a laser cannon out of his back, by the way. That might just be me, but it really looks like there's a laser cannon. Didn't hit the debuff, unfortunately. It's a lot of stress. I think that's okay. Every other turn we can just use a bolster. The stress might be a problem on the eye fight though, because if we lose all of our HP, I'm gonna be very sad, but it's okay.
Lethality writ large.
It's a railgun, it's a freaking blood gun. Resisted the debuff.
Hold fast. For who knows
More stress, more horror. That's a lot of stress. Reflection removes combo. It might stop the Man-at-Arms from getting so stressed out. Oh, bolster's still on cooldown. Oh, right, because it has a... I thought it was back off of cooldown, but it definitely is not. People are gonna get stressed out. Okay, resisted a move. We can stress. Resisted the move, which means that we got stress relief, and we resisted the horror, and then we can reduce stress. So we're not dead yet. We got a bonus turn too. Oh, and then the horror procced. Okay. Do we heal? We're gonna get comboed. We got enough health. Maybe we should Retribution. But if we stress out. Go ahead and take the heal. It's probably not gonna matter, unfortunately. Did resist the blight, unfortunately. That's stress. He gets one worship token. He can't do anything with that with one.
Stupendous.
We'll kill him. I really don't want to get stressed, but maybe it's for the best that we can enter the next combat at 0 on the Man-at-Arms. Might get lucky.
Malaise.
Not quite dead.
Measured and steady.
That's a horror. Man-at-Arms is moving next. 7. I'm not gonna do 7. Yeah, so that's stress. Unfortunate. It's okay. We'll purge the Death's Door resist and the meltdown negatives, and relationships are still high. It's unfortunate. That's what I worry about happening on the fight. It'd suck if it did happen. You know, the fight, the boss fight, the big one. I don't know why she vaporizes everyone.
Have their solutions, even the big
It's like the Chimera from Cud. Should have looked, because now I have to filter my inventory to figure out what the hell happened. Heal. There's no reason to heal now because we are done. Bleed resist, and then round start stealth if stealth more crit. If not stealth, more damage taken. Oh, he had 2 tokens? Ah, we got him. Can we make a crit leper? I'm gonna dump. Jesus Christ, I don't know what to dump. The leper is so slow. If we give him stealth, and then he has 50% crit bonus, it's pretty good. High risk, low reward. Well, the high risk, high reward. The reward is we crit for like 40 damage every turn. This is a 33% chance on any individual turn of critting. That's what this means. Half of 66. So a 33% chance better of critting. It's pretty good. There's 2 combats coming up too, I'm just remembering. Heal linen. Probably don't need the bandages. Actually, we might need the bandages. We need the spuds. We need the feast. Dump the... We have so much money. Jesus. Dump wolf's blood, that's garbage. Alright, that's good enough. Hero goal complete, what the heck? Use a smoke bomb, ×4, let's go. Alright. We need that stress relief from the inn. Long sigh. 2 restorative herbs. I mean, we'll definitely just use them. So trinkets on the leper. So the leper has debuff resistance and damage. The debuff resistance is so his blind doesn't activate, but we could give him the trinket that makes the blind strength and then give him crit, so then debuff resist doesn't really matter as much.
And rest.
Oh good, Pillager Slayer! We're fighting a lot of those. Oh good, Scouting. Okay.
The next stop is leagues away. Plan accordingly.
Let's start by grabbing this.
Reconfigure. Meet each challenge on its own terms.
Things are real cheap. The man-at-arms, we don't want to buff his speed. His speed is currently 2. So we want to feed him apples and cheese, unless there's a better
Spend
food
what you
item.
can.
Spuds.
Wealth no longer has meaning.
Apples and cheese is a
Indeed,
debuff
it
resist.
never did.
Spuds is more health. Which would we rather have? Well, actually, the first thing we do is pig. I have spuds. We don't need him to have movement resist. 10% lower health. Can you do both? No, you can't force feed 1 unit twice. Death's Door resist. You. Travel, heal, healing received from skills. You. Movement resist until next end. Blight resist until next in. 10, 30, 40, 30. Fire resist. We're just buying everything at this point. 2 targets, plus 2% crit until next in. Whetstone, definitely Whetstone. buy
to
both
ease
herbs.
the
I mean, we
rigors
can
of the
pretty
road.
much buy out the whole shop. Let's be honest. Oh, wait, we can stack these? We can stack the herbs. You get the crit. We are, hey, 4 books. Bad trinkets. 10% crit. Something. Definitely buy the whiskey.
A
Buy
bit
the
of comfort
dartboards.
on the road to damnation.
Do you have max affinity with anyone? No. But we can get max between you and you. Never mind. We have another dartboard, please. Is that the only dartboard? Well, I can buff them up to maximum. We got whiskey. No, I do have another dartboard. Stop. +2, thank you. I do want them to have the crits. Rather, I want the leper to have the crits. What's his crit right now? Plus 5% chance of getting a token, plus 4% crit. Raw. Maybe we don't need to worry about his crit if we just buff it up here. Okay, whittling tools. Inventory items. Why is your garbage not even sorted? Inventory items and inventory items, fantastic. Trinkets are garbage. Definitely do holy beads. What'd you get? 5% chance of a block token, okay. Really, it's very random. Get move resist. Get bleed resist, I suppose. Might as well get disease resist. It doesn't really matter, does it? Who can bleed? You can bleed up like hardcore. Hardcore, man! Let's give you the resist on that. What's your move resist? 70? Let's make it 100. The fact that you can stack those is incredible. I want you to have debuff resist. Everyone else gets stew. Actually, you could take... Well, it's stun resist. Stun resist is very good. One target -6 stress. We should have done this differently. We could have reduced stress on more people. Round start, 5% chance of a stealth until next in. Let's get another heal. I guess we can stack it up. So let's stack it up on our stealth unit. Unless we want to go all in on the stealth feature, which could be funny. Okay. We can't do anything else regarding... Might as well. Regarding relationships, so let's just reduce stress. Yeah, we should have reduced 6 stress on you. Would have been better. Relationships. One between the occultist and the leper. It's the next threshold. And I don't think there's any other thresholds we can cross. Let's give one between the occultist and man-at-arms. Why not? Round start, 5% chance of stealth until next in. Look at those buffs, man. This is where the game's at. You gotta buff yourself for the final boss. By the way, we're going here.
The end of your journey awaits you once again.
So I wanna check. 37, 35, 55, 46.
Let them know us.
53, 49, 78, 70. It's a lot of health, but our death score is freaking terrible. Stealth on the grave robber? Nah, she has blight piercing, which I think is what I want her to have. So the leper, let's look at trinkets. The leper has debuff resist and damage. We could give him, because he's pretty slow, we can give him like debuff resist crits, and then if we give him even more chances of getting stealth using the in items here, he could have like an 80% chance of entering stealth, and then he crits for 50. He'll take a lot of damage, but he's going to be protected in theory. Could also give him bleed resist. I don't know who bleeds. But we can also give him damage. I got rid of the other trinket. We can give him... Did I? Yes, I did. We can give him damage and token removal. That way he'll just have the better raw damage. But a 33% chance of critting on your average turn? Pretty good. Like, he will be the primary damage dealer. And he'll do a lot of damage. So I actually kind of like this. It's a very weird build, but Stealth Leper? %33% double versus 20%. So if you crit, it's going to be a little higher than 33% on average. If you crit, you do maximum damage plus 50%. As a result, because his chop has such a huge range, 6 to 16, it'll be 16 plus 50% or 24. And then we also have other benefits on top of that, like vulnerability or other combat buffs. So it really improves the damage quite substantially, I think. I think I'm gonna give it a shot. Stealth Leper. Oh, he is erudite. Knowledge supreme overall, debuff resist. Look at that! Look at that. 81% chance of stealth. I don't know how they stack. Like, is it separate rolls or is it all added together? I don't know. No one can use the food. No one can use the food.
Experience, however painful,
We don't need
is the
purge.
greatest
Might
teacher
need
of all.
break. I don't know. Removing block is nice if people have a lot of block. But purge can also apply a combo. Let me look at your skills in this view. Crush is a heal. Fender is a guard. Bolster is stress. Retribution. If we ever riposte, if we can get this out, why not? Stand fast is big blocks. Big blocks. We need to upgrade stand fast. I don't know why they're in this order, but that one needs to be upgraded. What else? You're kind of set, honestly. I might upgrade Absinthe for the dodge. I think that's probably worth it. Leper. Chop. Withstand has been upgraded. Solemnity and Reflection have been upgraded. Do we want Purge or Break? We can clear corpses with something else, so I think we take the Break. We might not upgrade it, though. You have Infinity Move Resist, you should be fine. Because you can still do your blocks from the back. Retribution is 2 more blocks, you know? How many tokens do we have? 2? What about you? Malediction. Target lowers, resists, and then has a chance of being bled, blighted, or burned. I feel like I would rather use that for the heal, those tokens. Because it requires self to have those tokens. So I'm gonna ask you a question, chat. If you use Malediction, does this spend those power tokens? Or do you keep the power tokens when you use Malediction or Weird Reconstruction? Because that's an important distinction to make. I think it gets rid of them, says Place Pool. That is less good. Because yeah, I think I'd rather just use them on a heal. Retribution. Pretty sure it does. Don't really know what to spend the last token on, so I think I'm just gonna give a token upgrade to Demon's Pull. Am I really gonna go into the fight with no Death's Door resistance? I mean, we have a ton of HP. As long as we manage stress, we can probably do it. We can give you stress resist, and Death's Door resist, now you're at 61%. Kind of like that, actually. I don't think we need to give him 113 HP. I think 78 is good enough. I'd rather just have him be able to resist things. You're gonna be a tempted crit, Leper. You blight, and you resist Death's Door, and then have power tokens for heals. Okay. I think that's it. So we're not equipping damage. We're not equipping baubles. Give token removal. We're not equipping debuff or stun resist. We're not equipping the Sodden Sweater for bleed and move resist. We're not equipping Dark Impulse for bleed resist. We're not equipping Misstep for max health. Tentacle for stun isn't bad. Bosses tend to be resistant to stun. And I'd rather, like, if I have 2 power tokens, if this removes them, I'd rather, again, heal. What I would love is if you could expend those tokens to give yourself debuff piercing on Weakening Curse or Vulnerability Hex. That would be a 10 out of 10. But, oh well. We can't really buy anything else for the stagecoach. We bought everything. You could use one more. Actually, we're gonna buy out the stock of the shop, basically. Remove stun, add dodge, fire resist, enemy party lower resists. a bleed ball, flame. We have flame. Someone has flame. Laudanum. Get the bleed ball. Get the, I don't know what. Are we ready? I think we're ready. I think this is going to be very terrible, but
Repaired
we
and
can give it a shot.
refurbished. Ready for the leagues
Debuff
ahead.
piercing per Tinker's gear. Is there any Tinker's gear? Literally none. All right. Do we have any Tinker's gear? 1, so 5%. It's okay. Don't need scouting. Doesn't matter. Bumper crop, I guess. Try to make it work. We'll have to deal with stress as we go. But we generally can. We're not going to be spending our money on anything else because there's nothing else to buy. I think we're ready. Taking our time, but this is what we need to do. So we have 2 units with 100% move resist, which is pretty funny. And then 0 and then 20. Fantastic. Ah, there we go.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Chop, lower stress. Dead of night, lower stress. I like it. Demons pull lower stress. Solemnity, lower stress. Lower stress here? That's not lower
Tried
stress.
and
That's
tested.
strength, I think.
A
No,
bond
dodge.
to be counted on.
Abyssal artillery is a dodge. Retribution is a strength. Vulnerability hex is a dodge. Poison dart is a dodge. The dodges are going to be king. Who did I give debuff resist to? I gave it to the leper. What does the man-at-arms have? Death's Door and then reflected damage, right?
At last.
Reflected damage and then an additional turn.
Symbol of failure and regret.
25% debuff resist. The unfortunate thing is that I kind of want the man-at-arms to have better debuff resist, but I think we're kind of just racing the boss on this one. So I know that he can apply stacking debuffs to our heals, but I think we're just gonna have to live with it, basically. I'm gonna give you Flame Man. You're gonna start Laudanum, and we're just gonna spend it immediately. Then we'll get the light, do the second combat, and then we'll equip something else for the boss fight, I think. Big heals off of traveling, lots of health, low death door resist, oops. You know, I guess what you could do is you could buy those death door resist items constantly, everywhere you can, and then dump them on your units here at the very end. I wish the map told me how many combats there's in, but I think it's 2.
Behold
I can see the second one up there.
the infinite emptiness of the void.
All right, no one cares that we're in combat. I don't think this is an exemplar, this one or the next one. I think it's just, yeah, one big boy, a deacon. And this generally is the deacon that we want, because he hits 1 unit, I believe. So we did not get stealth. We know what we're doing here. Nice.
A slow dissection.
That's good because it purges both block tokens, but it's not
End.
strictly necessary. Move resist is very low. Oof, no stealth. We're still gonna kill this thing on turn 1, probably. Clarion Call is stress. Kind of makes me want to bolster, because this thing is probably already dead. I know we're not throwing up a guard, but I really want to keep that stress down. Not quite dead. It's not going to get its big heal off. We are stealth, by the way. It's not going to get its big heal off. Actually, it might. How do we want to handle this? Laudanum you.
A simple kindness.
We have to hit it once, but you're taunted. If you're taunted, an Abyssal Artillery is pretty decent. Or we could stack some debuffs on you. It gives out a big dodge token. Stealth Leper. It's working. It's working! 2 damage bleed. Not a problem. We got a bonus action, by the way. Just putting that out there. Bonus action, bonus action. So we'll spend one of our actions killing you, and then your action is at the end of the combat. Gotta work you down. We'll eat the corpse in a minute. We're eating the corpses for stress relief. 59% chance of a crit. Didn't crit, but that's okay.
Empowered, emboldened.
We need to guard him because he takes more damage. Silent treatment. We got 2 stealth. So, I mean, that just... It's separate rolls. We got 2 stealth. That's actually kind of interesting. He's dead, so he's not going to be able to toss out the heal.
In crisis, we can rely.
You can't hit him, he's stealth, so... I guess you could hit him. Well, I guess you Retribution. Maybe. Look at all the tokens I have. I'm impregnable. Play spool, lower stress. Jackman dodge. He doesn't need another dodge. I would rather apply a mark. Because you're at 0 stress, you don't need to clear a corpse. Crit for 8. 3 stress does suck.
Well done.
There's our crit for 32. But we're still stealth, and we got another stealth. So because it's separate rolls, in theory, we can stack up way more stealth than you would expect. And that's just lovely. He's already comboed. So let's apply the vulnerability. Might get lucky. He's at least gonna be on death's door now.
Strength dwindles.
Is there max stacks on stealth? I don't know, probably 2 or 3. I would imagine 3. Sorry, I would imagine 2 is what I meant to say. Because you only get 2 stacks of vulnerability and weakness, so I would imagine 2. You never know, though. All right, so we're gonna build up light. And then we have more pocket light. Smoke bomb is good to have. Heals are good to have. This is good to have. Okay. It's a good fight. Good fight. There's our second combat. I don't know what we get here. Is there an exemplar? I don't think there is. Nope. This is the enemy that hits a lot of AoE, so he's really frustrating to deal with. But we're still gonna do everything exactly as we've been doing it. Might want to toss out both smoke bombs and then we can take something else into the fight. Oh, but I can't look at my inventory. I still think it's worth it because he's terrible. Respectful? Oh. Shuffle. That's annoying. but we can do most everything from our current positions. Vulnerability will remove the block. Leper might be able to one-hit KO that thing. And at the front, she is dodgy, so she can stay there and
is the key.
maybe clear the corpse. Or if she's still at the front, maybe we'll just have her absence since she can't use her other attacks from here. You will just defend. You will only do 12, which means this thing is gonna live, but we'll kill it next turn. Annoying crit. We gotta kill it soon. I guess you can just move back on this turn. Weakening Curse is a combo. Removes your crit and gives you weakness, which is nice. Hit for 1, bunch of bleed. If I hit you for 6, I can kill you. Decent shot. We'll let the leper kill this thing, because the leper can guaranteed land the hit. We'll do a heal. It's a heal for 25! That is solid. I can't believe that didn't work, but he's still dead. I don't think it'll do the worship. I think it will just die. Lots of dots. It's okay. Can't use smoke bomb. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll proc the taunt. You did die. So you take dot first, then your auto action, then your normal action. He's worshipping because he did get 2 of the tokens, but now we can focus on him, and our leper can crit. So definitely toss out a vulnerability hex. And you're basically hoping to one-hit KO this guy. And everyone else is like super dodge, big guard. We've got some nice, solid relationship bonuses finally. I do hate the constant application of dots, but there's not much we can do about that, unfortunately. He just has to heal himself later. Yeah. You dead? You're dead. So he's just gonna have to, you know, bolster, reduce his stress. We can't let him get stressed out. So hopefully you miss. I have 2 power tokens. This guy is stunnable. Wait a minute. Have we done it? We've done it! I can't believe it. He's burning, but not by much. Also. No crit. Now we know what weakens them. Unlimited power! You don't need stress relief. Man-at-Arms could use a heal. Oh, the debuffs, man. We're applying so many of them. I got more of these in the wagon, so I'll use one. Okay. His stress is a little high. I don't like that. He does melt down, though.
Greater threats await
Just gotta focus
those
his
who dare.
heals. I think this is working fine. And you've got pocket heals, so if you need them, you can just use them. What are you gonna have? Me bandages, maybe we'll bleed. Light resist. Extra actions. Extra actions are gonna be huge on you. Because we need him to have extra actions, because if he has to attack to heal or bolster or something, the extra action means he can still do something on his turn. I like that a lot. Don't forget the lower heal debuff. I know, but here's what I'm hoping. I don't know if this works, but 60% bonus healing. Maybe we can counteract it to a degree. And we're just gonna race. We're gonna hit the eye as quickly as possible. On phase 2. On phase 1, we have to make sure that he... Whoa. On phase 1, we need to make sure that he gets hit with all of the eyes. So we're gonna start like this. We'll get the back 2, move forward, guard, go from there. We'll have to hit the furthest eye, kill it, then we can focus on the front 2, and with our leper we can do a lot of damage to purge him.
Behold, the source of the stain.
Then, I don't know.
Gateway to incomprehensible.
I don't know what happens after that. This is my first time doing this knowing what the boss does. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got eyes. Oh, and they all dodge. Last, it spotted me. Miss. So it can miss. That's the one that we want. Oh, it hurt itself? Oh, because it hit us, that's right. So the back one missing means really we just want to focus the front 2, I think. Actually, if you, I don't want to use Absinthe. I'd rather just hit him. And start building up tokens, Buttercup, baby. Ah, he gets stressed every turn. I forgot about that. We still have to defend. Dude, the stress is gonna be absurd, I'm realizing. These 2 are good. Let's do a remove dodge token on you. Gaze long upon me and see only ruin. I don't have to kill you on this turn. I can wait a turn. Uses 2, uses 2. Move blindness. Nah, we can just try to hit it, I suppose. We gotta keep it down anyways. Let's stare down someone else now. This eye moves. This is the one that we got targeted. You're doing a guard. So you need to move back 1 on your turn. And you're stealthed. You're blinded too. We might need to hit you.
An opportunity.
That's fine.
Squandered.
Careful, you're gonna hurt yourself. You need to move back. I need these to land, unfortunately. But we also need the eyes to get big, so I guess this is kind of what we need. Is this +2 stress every turn?
Cooperation.
He did
is
resist
key.
the stress. It might only be 1 stress every turn, but he did resist the stress. Kind of what I needed. So he's going to bolster. He needs to stay in this position for eye number 2. You know what I would like? I would like it if the eye tokens were more different. Like, have them have numbers, honestly, just because it's hard to tell which one's which. But I think we're good, except on the front two. So we do need to do a bolster. Just to keep the stress down. He's not doing anything else on his turns, really. We need to kill front eye. Oh, it just purged it one level. So we gotta spend a few more actions killing the front eye. And we gotta do it fast. Detect.
Turmoil.
Oh, it gave... Oh, it unstealthed me. No, maybe not, I don't know. You didn't hit the right unit, though. What the hell? Now I gotta deal with more freaking eyes. Okay, well, let's deal with more freaking eyes then. Purge your dodge. We're almost done with the first phase, which is terrible, by the way. We cannot let that happen. But I have to kill an eye stalk so we can stack it up on one unit, but it's kind of hard to make happen, you know what I mean? Oh, taunt works, taunt works. Get the taunt out. Yeah. Hit me. It's not good enough though. We have to hit him more. And I think they're about to hit maximum eye level? No. I can stop you. You're dead. Then we gotta hit the front one. What a terrible fight. Wow, so, I mean, that didn't
Empowered.
hit the taunted unit, but whatever. I don't know if this is working well enough right now.
Mistimed. Misdirected.
I think we might have the boss spawn very shortly. No, this thing, it respawns, so I think we have time. We really gotta work on this one, though. One in the front. Okay, we're 3/4 of the way done. No! No! Come on! This fight is awful. Can I just say that? This fight is terrible. Anyways, there's freaking limerence. Oh, horror, death's door. Freaking garbage boss.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
All right, well, let's put up some freaking block tokens. I don't really want to buff his stress, but if he gets limeranced again, he's gonna go down to like freaking no HP. Oh man, this is a pain in the ass. Like the eye went from phase 1 to phase 3 immediately, so I didn't have time to remove the token from him. I kept trying to hit him, but he kept just growing up, and I have to go through every phase. So I've got to do like 40 damage in one turn in 3 separate attacks. It's a little annoying, honestly. And my dude is gonna be on death's door pretty much. So, let's heal.
Generosity.
Also, we're not getting stealth. We got one stealth. And I think because we have 2 tokens, it's literally this attack every turn. Every turn. God damn, Not a fan of this fight, but we're still gonna try.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances.
That's 58 damage. That's 58 damage. And he's not doing anything else. He's not attacking anyone else. It's just the same attack. He crit for 63. It fixates on that which can be seen. I can't remove the tokens. What am I supposed to do? I literally can't do anything else, and we're not getting the heals that we need. So let's buff your stress and see what happens. By the way, minus like 125% healing received. Fantastic, by the way. Love the fight. Like 10 out of 10. Great work. Good job, game. What an absolute just like trash fire of a fight. Please be stealth next turn. Your crits are literally the only thing that can do damage to this guy. You hit for 4. Good job. So glad that you're a part of this party right now. We're doing damage, but it's all blight damage, really.
Unavoidable end.
So he's on death's door, and minus 150, plus 4. You know what? Plus 4 healing keeps him off of death's door, I guess, so we'll do that. And we can't really focus on stress. We have 5 stacks of horror, so you might as well do 2 damage and then die.
Breakthrough.
Goodbye, Man-at-Arms.
Bravo.
Yeah, bravo! Nice crit, everybody, nice crit. We're not, let's see, meltdown. We're not even really applying curses because we can't. Like, there's no time to when we're dealing with just keeping everyone barely off of death's door. The Man-at-Arms has a minus 175% healing penalty. We can at least heal the leper, but like we're not applying the combo, so he can't get his own heal in. At this point, we can't get over 175%. It's a heal for 0. So I think we give him a dodge. No, okay. I'm gonna look up if the eye goes around dodge. I don't know what this boss is called either. It's gonna do darkest dungeon wiki. Go to my history. It'll be in history. Search history. Darkest. Can I spell today? Seething Side, Deacon, Leviathan, Lair, Man-at-Arms. Focused Faults. Is that what it's called? Yeah, that's what it's called. Limerence. Ignores blindness and stealth. So the stealth isn't going to matter. But it can be dodged. Because it can be dodged, I think we use Abyssal Artillery. Because it gives us a dodge. You have to heal. But we're not getting the stealth, and when we're not stealthed, oh, we finally got it. When we're not stealthed, we take more damage. This is going to be killed, if it gets killed, only by, we did dodge it, only by the Grave Robber. So like, again, I literally think you just Abyssal Artillery for the dodge. It keeps him alive for an extra turn. Alternatively, you could put out a vulnerability hex and then maybe have the leper hit, but the leper has 2 stacks of weakness. They're not doing damage. We just need to, so here's how I've changed my strategy. Dodges, and if we stay alive, it buys time for the blight to kill the boss. That's what I'm focused on entirely. We did crit for 15. It's not really how I designed this earlier, but it works.
Emboldened.
You might as well... Retribution, I guess? It's not gonna save your life, but it gives you a dodge token. Oh, we are stealthed again, that is nice.
Once again,
So that's the death blow. We have very low death blow resists, unfortunately. And what's extra unfortunate is that my dude here, it's a heal for 4. Doesn't have good heals right now. But whenever we're stealth, we basically have to attack. Harrison says, a boss that forces you to use the wiki is not good game design. Yeah. I will say, again, I think we're gonna kill the boss on the back of literally the Blight. The Leopard did basically nothing the entire time, as did the Occultist. I don't think the Occultist applied a single debuff, but I think we're gonna make it work just because Blight and 2 actions per turn is gonna do it. That's the other thing, is that during the fight, yeah, look at this. During the fight, when you get, if your units die, it'll just reapply the mark to other people. Can you give a dodge token? You can, with vulnerability hex. So dodge it. So what I'm realizing is that this is a dodge fight, not necessarily a man-at-arms fight. I cannot believe that we're gonna do it though. Like, I know I'm annoyed with the fight, but I honestly can't believe that we're going to do it.
Obsession blinded you to your blessings and smothered you in a fever dream of dissatisfaction.
It really is just a DPS race. You can't spend your time. You have to spend your time getting people off of death's door, and then when they die, that's it. $113 goddamn candles. Yeah, man, like, what was it the first time I did that fight? I had 3 people with those marks. Thankfully I had my tankiest units get them marked, but even when I was trying to kill the eyes, I really couldn't, because the eye would get spawned. It's fast, so it gets an action. It immediately goes to level 3, and then the boss spawns. So I didn't really have an opportunity to manage the marks to my satisfaction. I know that's part of the fight, but it's a garbage fight. Yeah, never again do we have to do that fight, thank God.
We awoke to an
until
the garroted bodies of the attendees lay around the basement dais, each prostrate along a point of the crown. Our host conspicuously absent. I could scarcely countenance such obscenity, but you were transfixed, eyes ablaze with inspiration. The failed ritual would become your obsession. From that pivotal moment, you were blind to all else.
Disposable says, can I get on the squad next? Maybe later, but we'll at least spend our points. All right, 113.
Hearts and minds will carry the day.
We can get trinkets for everybody. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna upgrade units. I'll buy some like stagecoach items, but I'm gonna think about what I want a party to be, so that the next time I can just give them a trinket, a path, and then we can take them along. Because if I unlock the trinkets on everybody, we won't be able to take them along on everybody. But I want to have trinkets for people. So I'll do my research into this. But we know that we always want stagecoach items, inn items, combat items, trinkets. Plus 4 quantity of looted relics. Completed. Let's unlock all of the inn items.
Every twinkling recollection is another implement at our disposal.
Plus speed until next inn. Can't wait to see the next boss is bubonic lettuce.
A welcome advancement in the science of survival.
The Songbook of Amorous Ballads. 2 targets. Free relationship, 80% chance. On failure, it's only -1.
A drop of sanity.
Spend 100 candles on
In a
items.
sea
Probably
of
not.
madness.
Poetry. -4 stress, 1 relationship, 1 more in item. The Blasphemous Idol. A chance of round start, damage, crit, and speed. So it's the inverse of the one that's dodge, block, and speed. You get only one of those buffs, I think. Let's unlock like 5 of each of trinkets and items. Death Cap Spores. Lower resists for a target. Isn't there one of these that is fire as well? Maybe it's like 20-20-20. Shred of Decency. Combat item, 1 target. Remove 1 worship. Interesting. So you can use this to keep a tough enemy like the Excelsior guy weak. Weakened. Makeshift Javelin. It actually has conditions. Damage, crit, knockback, add immobilization. Kind of cool, actually. That is a head. It's his head. Pyrotechnic Dazzler, Contraption. Adds 2 at random. Blind, Daze, Stun, Vulnerability, Speed debuff. Let's get a couple more. Spore Grenade. Explosive Noxious Party. Enemy Party. 3 Blight. That's really good, because there's a bleed one, but it's only 1 bleed. It took me until now to realize why you didn't unlock the last stagecoach item last night. You can only equip 4 stagecoach items, so we might as well have a freebie on a run. Greek Fire Grenade, Party Burn. So I imagine there's going to be one that's bleed, potentially. Wasn't wrong with 100 candles. We're going to spend like 50. Well, like 20 more. No, it's another one of these filler trinkets. I don't like those. They're just garbage. If stained item equipped, gain on hit heal, but lower health. Is this gain on hitting an enemy or gain on being hit? If it's the former, what happens if you hit 2 units at once? Stained item. Move resist if you're moved, plus stress. There's a lot of those impulse items. Plus 2 bleed duration. I think that settles it. Next run will be a Hellion. A bleed Hellion. I'm not that fond of the bleed Hellions though, but there's no other unit that bleeds as far as I know. So it's really gotta be the bleed Hellion. The Flagellant is Blight. There are 3 units that Blight. I guess the Plague Doctor has 1 bleed skill. I'm running through the math in my head. I don't think anyone else bleeds. Gnarly Knuckles. Melee skills plus 20% damage. Gain on miss, stress. Serrated, so more bleeding. I mean, I do think that it's incentivizing a Hellion. Oh, you know what? Thank you. Jester. Jester can bleed. Oh, my throat. The thing about that, though, is that the Jester, I would much rather use his other abilities. Apply combo, give himself dodge, apply debuffs. But you're right, the Jester does have a bleed. Hellion has 2, 3 different bleeds? I don't know. I don't really like her bleed path, though. If stained item equipped, plus 50% damage per negative token. Turn start, add 1. Wow. So this is the leper trinket. Because the blindness means he'll get stronger. Debuff resistance piercing. Pretty good. Could roll that with an occultist or a Vestal. She already has some resistance piercing built in, but she can have more. Gain when hit, remove disease. High flame, low speed. So we might do like a Hellion Vestal. Clenching claws, serrated. Apply to attacker when hit. When hit means when you get hit. I guess it's when. When means you're receiving, on means on dealing, I think. So on hit means you're hitting an enemy, when hit means when you're getting hit. I mean, hitting happens in both directions, so on hit in theory is a bit ambiguous, is my problem. Apply to attacker when hit, weakness, vulnerability, or stunned. If you're slow at round start, you're immobile. That could be a good thing. Could be a very good thing, like you could fight Fishman and be immobile. Or the Eat Boss, which is very annoying. That guy, you know, the one. Another Dark Impulse. Stress resist. When stress damaged, take 1 damage. Got some more. I'll go down to 51. Noxious. Apply on hit Blight. If HP is high, good Blight resist. More noxious means that it's easier to enable the trinket that is if you have something that's noxious, but there's a lot of like pairs of items that you need to kind of collect during a run to get full value out of the trinkets. If you have something serrated, if you have something that's noxious, if you have something that's flammable, if you don't, the trinket really isn't that valuable. It's just weird conditionals. I guess I understand it. It's so that you can't stack 2 powerful trinkets. You have to take something that's maybe a little bit less powerful. Like this. Brilliant Brew, +2 noxious duration dealt. It's another noxious item. So, what party would I build? I'm leaning towards a Hellion, a Plague Doctor, a Vestal, and then someone in the front. Since we have a lot of noxious things, maybe a Flagellant. So we'll probably try Flagellant, Hellion, Vestal, Plague Doctor. Gives us lots of DOT capabilities, backline targeting with Blight, bleed targeting in the middle, heals, a good healer, backline damage with the Vestal if we want to roll that, or maybe we'll roll the debuff version of her. I don't know, I'll have to think about it. But for now, I cannot believe that I was building around this leper and that he only did like 30 damage. The entirety of that fight was the crit trinket on the grave robber. She had like a 30 to 40% chance of critting every turn, and she inflicted a ton of blight damage. I think the boss took like 200 blight damage. So there you go. I don't know really what else I could have done differently to stack up all 4 of those visibility tokens on my Man-at-Arms. I tried to kill the frontline minions. I had the leper. He was critting for like 30, but it would only reduce the level of the eye stalk by 1. I wasn't able to hit an eye stalk multiple times every turn, getting him low in order to kill it fully to clear that token. Maybe there's a way of doing it after it's already been applied, like steal tokens. Maybe the Flagellant could do it, like steal negative tokens if it counts as a negative token. I don't know. But yeah, hard fight. I still don't really understand how to do it, even though I won. But the Grave Robber was the best unit for that boss, bar none. The dodges were key, and the blight damage was incredible. There you go. There's my my run. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Darkest Dungeon 2, Chapter 4.